This is the old rock house, just out of distance from the high school here in Lead Hill, Arkansas. But on June the 7th, 1943, something special happened here. And that was when Jess and Bertha Ann Crosswhite lived here with all of their children. Jess Crosswhite was postmaster of Lead Hill Post Office for 29 years. Now, the thing that happened very special at this house on June the 7th, 1943, is when the baby boy was born into the Crosswhite family. And that baby boy, as you guessed it, was named Don Edward Crosswhite, and that just happens to be me. Well, here we are sitting on the steps of the old rock house. My brother Wendal and myself, both of us born in this house. You were born what year, Wendal?
1940.
1940, July the
20th,
1940, and I was born, of course, June the 7th, 1943. How many children were there that lived in this house?
I think there was 9.
Mercy.
9.
Mercy, I've been inside the house, and I wonder where everybody slept.
Got a basement underneath it.
Well, now, did
Earlene slept down the basement on the dirt floor.
With the dirt floor?
Yeah.
So Earl slept with the dirt floor. Now that leaves 8 more kids to go someplace.
Yeah. Polly and I have never figured that out. And Mama rented out a room to Elbert Keener.
The Elbert Keener, that's the dentist that was in Harrison?
He lived here with us for a while, and he rented one of the rooms, one of the bedrooms, so that left us. It was tight, must have been. I don't remember that much about it. It must have been tight.
Yeah, yeah. How old do you think, Wendal, how old do you think this house is?
Wow. Well, this was, we moved into it probably around 38, 39, something like that, and it had been here for a while then, so they don't tell me how old it is. I might have to go back to the early 1900, maybe 1920, something like that, but it's been here a long
time. And I'm looking at the face of it out here when I was filming, and the face of the house generally has not changed at all in all these years.
Every rock is still the same, concrete's still the same, everything's just like it was.
Yeah, yeah.
It's been re-roofed, but other than that, everything is still the same.
Right, right. Well, it's been here a long time. You know, it takes more than a building to make a home. Now, you can have a house, but just because you have a house doesn't mean you have a home. I really believe they love their children.
Amen.
And they made a home here. Like I said, Dad was the postmaster for 29 years. Is that right? Now, how did you get from here? Is there a little road over here that you got down to where the post office was?
This used to be an old dirt road through here. The old Christian church was over there, and Daddy would walk over there and there's a road that went down over there, down towards town, and he would circle around over yonder. There was some old dirt roads that went down through there, and he'd follow them down the post office.
That's the old town of Lead Hill, and of course, the town has been moved up because the lake came in. But this house was already here, of course, all that time, so he had to walk all the way up from the old town down there by the lake, and we were down there today, and that's a pretty good step. Of course, back then, people didn't mind walking as much as they do today.
No.
They've got to have a motorcycle or a bicycle or a tricycle or a car or a Jeep or something to get wherever they go.
That was just a good stretch of the legs.
Yeah. Tell the story, Wendal. Tell the story about the arsenic potatoes. Not Irish potatoes, but the arsenic potatoes.
We had the old smokehouse, and when Daddy would dig potatoes, he would put potatoes in the smokehouse on the dirt floor, and they would put lime on them to keep them from rotting. And somehow or other, Mama fixed dinner for the preacher one Sunday, and they come to dinner, and after dinner, we all come outside, kids and everybody, and it wasn't long till everybody started getting sick, and this whole front yard was full of folks laying out there throwing up. And what they finally figured out, the doctor came down and checked on everybody, and what they figured out was that in the dark of the smokehouse, they had got the arsenic and put it on the potatoes rather than the lime. And Mama had, of course, when she fried them potatoes, that arsenic was there, but the doctor said the only thing that kept it from killing everybody was the fact that Mama floated everything in lard when she fried it, and that chicken and potatoes was floating in lard, and that lard or grease Got coated our stomach and kept everybody from dying.
Oh my. And that's the story of the arsenic potatoes and almost the demise of the whole Crosswhite family right here in the old rock house.